So about 2.5 years ago or so, we were invited, and I was invited, to join the advisory board for the development of a hospitality school in Grand Cayman. I was very excited. It has been always a great passion of me, education, training, development. On the board, it was very interesting as there was really all sector represented. There was people from the private sectors, restaurant operator, restaurant owners. There was people from legal department, accounting department, from hotel, water sports, retail. So really a cross-section of our business on the island. There was also several members of the government, or government agency at least. There was also obviously the Department of Tourism, because it was under that umbrella that we operated, and people from the education, from different organizations, from the UCCI to SciFec and others. So very cross-section of all the business, and the intention was to develop, therefore, a school for hospitality. There was a lot of work done. We actually started to split in subcommittees and invited other people to try to make develop that program. But it came early on. It became very clear that it's not necessarily a school that we needed, but more a program. We felt that there was already enough support in the business, and there was enough facilities. For example, here as a hotel, we have kitchen, we have front desk, we have rooms, and there was such a support from the community that we felt that it was not necessary to develop a school made out of mortar and concrete, but more a program and using what is already existing from the education point of view. Early on, we really made sure to look at making sure that we were thinking with the end in mind, the end user, which is the industry. There was, or there is currently, a lot of programs. We as an industry, we have a lot of internship programs already existing. Restaurant have internship. Department of Tourism has also different internship programs. There is also different education program providing different level of certificate. But there was no cohesion. That means that people were working in silo. I think what was very interesting about the enterprise was to put all those people together and try to have a synergic view and trying to really come to something that will satisfy all stakeholders, from education to business. Thinking, okay, what do we need in the industry to ensuring that we can recruit those people, they go through those different programs. So we broke it in pieces. Looked at every one of the different existing programs, look at what was good, what we could use and build on, what should be discarded. We visited different facilities. We had a lot of meetings, as I said, just to try to figure out what would be the ideal program. At the end of the day, it took us a long time because we wanted to make sure it was successful, but we came up with a very clear document, including from marketing, recruitment, budget, development of a curriculum, looking at and ensuring that we had thought about every facet. And we came with a program that we presented back to the government, which was approved and then it was phased for implementation. The program was very simple. It was to try to maximize the relationship with the industry and ensuring that any student going through the program had the opportunity to face early on what the hospitality has to offer. I feel always a little bit sad when I see people going into hospitality not knowing what the outcome, or people not going to the hospitality industry because they don't know what it is about. So I think one of the main goals of the first semester that we intend to carry on for that program is to ensure that the students are exposed to the many, many facets of hospitality industry. That means that they will be they will be involved in a rotation program that will show them, an airport, a restaurant, a hotel, a back of the house, a front of the house, an engineer department, a water sports industry, really learning about what is the hospitality industry. So not necessarily learning the task, but just learning the different facets of the industry. The intention will be really that at some point they find a passion. It's very surprising sometimes during our own summer internship at the Ritz-Carlton. We have students coming and think they want to be a culinarian. And as they get exposed to different departments, they realize that actually there is another piece of the business they like better. It could be, for example, working in a spa because they love the pace. It could be because they like the front desk, the interaction, the concierge, because they sell the destination. So there are a lot of different ways to review and be successful in the hospitality. But the catch is to really find what people like. I'm a true believer that if the student finds something they like, they will be successful at it because they can build their passion based on that. So that was a very key component on our first that we wanted to ensure from the get-go that we had that in our program. The other things was also to ensure that there was a certain level of education. Unfortunately, some students get out of school without proper diploma or proper education. And it doesn't matter which position you obtain in the hospitality, there is certain skills you must have. You must be able to speak English and properly write English, use certain basic computers or mathematics skills. So it was very important that at the same time that we were developing and building that passion for hospitality, we also consolidate some of the education, some basic, from geography to history. Obviously, our hospitality industry is very complex, and we face every day customers coming from around the world. And to be able to anticipate the need of our customers, we need to know who they are and how to apply our knowledge to ensuring that their stay and their experience is fantastic. So we wanted to make sure that there was that education at the same time. That's why the support of UCCI was very instrumental, because they do already have all the curriculum to be able to support that. However, it's very important to know that I think at the end, the character and the attitude of the student will be more important than the academic. In the selection process, to ensuring that we have the right candidate, it's very important. We thought about that, that it's very important to ensuring that those students have that passion and understanding what hospitality is about, and not necessarily discard some people. They might have some, scholarship issues. So that's the end in mind. The second quarters, we thought it was important to start to specialize people. At some point, people need to learn. And again, that's going to become with support of a certain mentorship. And that's another key element, I think, that will bring success to our program. We will assign to every student a mentor, someone that is working in the industry, to make sure that somebody assists them. All of us who have been growing through hospitality, we all benefited at some point of someone who guided us, who supported us. I know I have been very lucky to meet some fantastic people. They really helped me develop my skills and my character through the years. And it's something that I am very passionate about, ensuring that those students are not left alone. So that will be really an important phase when we start to move and the student gets a little bit more involved into the operation and developing those skills, that we have a follow-up with them and that we guide them. At some point, there will be a path to choose for the student. Or the desire will be to join the industry. And at that point, I am very confident that a student that has established that relationship, that has developed and show and demonstrates those characters, will have no problem to find a job. Obviously, if we spend all that time and investment, we want that student, everybody is going to fight for those students. That is our goal. However, we feel there is some of the students who would want to pursue further their education. And that will be phase 2, the mid-range plan, which is to use also curriculum that we have developed in the first years and develop from here and to develop an associate degree and further. There is certainly a lot of outcome for everybody who wants to get involved. At the end of the day, again, we think that the proportion might be 80-20. If there is more people that want to further the education, better it is. But the main goal is to try to satisfy ensuring we can incorporate more people into the industry and certainly support anyone who wants to further their education.